Balboni Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards to accessories and apparel, they're the one-stop shop for any player looking to stock up or upgrade. Whether you're stepping up to the line for the first time or competing for trophies and checks, Balboni Darts is the store that the champion selects.
Both guys wishing each other well. And ladies and gentlemen, again, if you are joining us for the first time, this is WPL Season 3, Week 3. And this man right here is the guy that you certainly want to lead off every night watching. Absolute fantastic darts player, leading things off with a big 1-3-1. Berto under immediate pressure, taking a deep breath, knows that that's going to be a tough act to follow, but doing well to get underway. 2 in there, come on, Berto. Fires in the big 180 answer. We are off to an immediate start, ladies and gentlemen. Berto Santos here to play. Let's go. It seems like he might have rattled Tom a little bit there. Tom struggling to find those darts into the red segment. All over the board. Spray and pray there. Not something that we're used to seeing from the Emperor. And Berto, 3 darts into a 9. Are we going to see a 4th? Yes. A 5th? Yes. A 6th? No! Oh my goodness, what an awesome start here. Little bit of a smile on the Emperor's face there. Berto certainly would have wanted it. Fantastic start there from Berto. Awesome stuff. Berto has been kind of middling around in the center of the pack these past 2 weeks. Now that we have 2 weeks of play, really, to try and see where everyone's game really is. Taking a lot of time to hammer out the errors in his throw. Certainly wants to be throwing better. And this display, well, it really shows that Berto is taking things to heart. He's been hitting the practice board, and man, to get a jump on Tom Curtin this early in the game, it can snowball. It can build momentum, really settle you, put some solid ground beneath your feet, and Berto looking to take out this big 100. Unfortunately, that first start will not find the 20 segment. 95 remaining. Looks like just wide. So 26 scored. No out left, 84 remaining. Can't find the big 20 to try and leave himself double 12 or 64, but Tom Curtin still behind, so Berto will have more darts at it. Tom Curtin operating a little under the gun here, really needs to try and find something significant to knock his score down. Berto knocking on the first leg of the game. Great third dart there, great last. For everybody actually just tuning in, one of the things I forgot to mention is we are actually not going to be playing best of 5 sets anymore. Berto lines up for this 73, finds the 19, so 54 remaining. I'll actually share more details after this leg here. 54 remaining, finds the big 14, 1 dart at tops. It goes well wide. Unfortunate there from Berto. Tom Curtin, opportunity to steal this leg with a 1-6-4. This would be a significant knife in the guts, in the back of Berto, if he can just find that first opening dart. The 1-6-4, one of the hardest takes in all of darts, will not go. His difficulty remains true and steady here. Tom just trying to knock it down. Unfortunately, not great third dart either. So still quite a ways out from the outer ring of the board there. Berto working with 39. 2 darts at double 16. 1 dart at double 8. Inside on all attempts there, so more opportunities, more lives here for Tom Curtin. Again, Berto struggling with his outs the past couple of weeks. Again, spending a significant amount of time figuring out his errors. Tom wants another one of those. Fortunately, won't go there. Just pushed up. Wanted to go for the champagne shot there. Double bull, double 16. Will not go this time. Does find another there to leave himself. 32. Solid 100. Solid darts from both guys. And Berto eyeing up double 4. And he busts, unfortunately, first go. So out of nowhere, Berto lightning out of the gate, and Tom trying to steal this one away here. Frustration there from Berto, but nerves here from the Emperor. And all well outside, almost brought it inside with that last dart, but Berto, you feel no more chances after that. Has to find it. Going down to double two. And he does take it with that second dart there. So quick out of the gate, Berto Santos off to the races, but seemed to falter in that back stretch. Manages to just barely cross the line there. Here we go again, off to a flying start. So again, one of the major changes that we have made for week 3 is that we are going to be playing best of 3 sets. Each set still best of 5, but we tried something this season for the first 2 weeks. Wanted to see how a longer format would work for both the players, for the production, and after a round of review, we have determined that the original format, the shorter format, works better for everybody. So if you are surprised by the shorter games tonight, again, we are going back to the older way of doing things, how we did things last season. Provides more tense action, more tense games, less chances, which is exciting and more drama always means more fun for everybody, except for these guys. More drama just means more heart attacks for these guys, unfortunately, more stress, more gray hairs, you feel. But man, it certainly is good viewing. So Tom Curtin certainly finding his form here. Berto, 3-4-1. Looks like he's made a hardware change. Might be longer flights here. Solid 100 found. Not sure if those are even his darts from last week, so he might have made a full kit change, and it seems to be working out very well. Tom, great first dart there. Unfortunately, can't follow the line. Third one derails completely, so pretty close game. Down the scoring segment here. Berto slightly ahead, 2-4-1 after 3 visits. Certainly in range of leaving himself something to take out here. Berto again just hammering the triple 20 segment. Another solid 100 fired in. So Berto has come to play tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we always knew that this man had this game inside of him. We've just been unable to watch him bring it out. And Tom trying to bring the 180 out, and he does. Big 180 there. Both guys bombs away. Berto Santos, a little bit of a desperation 1-4-1. Certainly, if he can't take this out, he wants to leave himself at least a single dart out. 7's going to cause a lot of problems. Needs the big trip. Unfortunately, can't lower that dart. So 47 punched in, going to leave himself. 94 left. Tom, 99 remaining. We'll have to expend a dart here. The 19s. Finds 57, so 52 left. Sorry, 42 left. Eyeballing double 16. And again, wide again. Not something that we're used to seeing here from Tom Curtin. Normally his doubles are so reliable and dependable. Tom being that wide again, maybe it's lack of practice before the games. A little bit of nerve, shorter format. Thinking about something else, not sure. Berto, 76 remaining, wants triple 20. Leave himself double 8. That's the preferred way to go here. Taking a moment to probably think about math. Unfortunately, just wide. Millimeter miss there from Berto Santos. I believe he has 51 remaining, so he wants the big 11. I'm not sure if that was the right move. So a little bit of awkward darts here as Berto punches in his score. Certainly well within range. Tom, not really sure what he was doing either. You can see a little bit of confusion, a little bit of discussion from both guys. Might be debating the score there, but it seems that Berto punched in the right one. So Tom, more opportunities here at double 16. Both guys giving it a chuckle. And there it is, found from Tom Curtin. So we have a tied game, ladies and gentlemen.
Since 2014, U.S. Sports and Apparel has been helping teams, companies, and organizations look their best. From embroidered polos to customized uniforms and fan gear, they have the expertise and the people to do it all. Their catalog includes spiritwear, athletic equipment, and promotional items. From mugs and golf balls to jackets and hoodies, everything is branded to your specifications. For gear that works as hard as you do, trust in U.S. Sports and Apparel to get the job done right.
I really need to find a new thing to say other than ladies and gentlemen. I've been leaning on that a little bit too much. Again, when you have to wait so long in between seasons, you kind of get back into old habits here. And, well, you know, we're working on things, both as production team and as a caster. 85 fired in there from Tom Curtin. Great darts. Great start. Berto has come out of the gate swinging both legs here and looks to continue to do so. That might be a big 140. Fine there, and it is. Berto playing some fantastic stuff. Just needs to figure out the second half of his legs, and he will be golden. Certainly golden at giving this man a solid run for his money. Tom Curtin struggling to find the big trips that he's aiming for. Darts, unfortunately, just missing. Left, right, center, up, down, every way around. Berto looking to just continue to score consistently. A little bit of a flyer, that second dart. Wants to settle, and unfortunately, way too much of an overcorrection there. Drifting into the trip one segment, so opportunity here for Tom Curtin to really jump ahead. The 140 from Berto helped push him out to a solid, comfortable lead, but Tom Curtin needs to find a triple. 2 ones found. The Emperor not looking comfortable in his new clothes. Unfortunate visit there from Tom. Berto looking like he wants to keep this tense drama going with that first dart in the one segment. 41 will do. But this is something that we've seen from Tom Curtin, both at the WPL and at tournaments around, where he has taken a little while to wind up, get his motor running. But once he gets on his game, there's almost zero chance of stopping the man once he gets going, but opportunities for Berto to take advantage. Tom struggling off the rip. Solid 3, just barely missing that third dart in that big segment there. Rudge is about 10 feet away from me. I can see him. I'm looking at him right now, and he says, "Hi, Marty," in the chat. Rudge, hope you're doing well, baby. Can't wait to see you play tonight. Big 140 there from just give me the thumbs up. Big 140 there from Tom Curtin. Raj is making me laugh, ladies and gentlemen. This is this is the type of stuff that we have to deal with as a production team at the WPL. Solid 100 follow there from Berto. So Berto first to an out, first down the line. You can see the door. Tom Curtin looking to chase. 191 needs at least another one of those. 171 will go downstairs. Not a comfortable 59. Looked like a little bit of a hitch there in the arm. 152 remaining. 132 preferable. Recommended route is the double bull, but looks like Berto will be going at triple 20. Finds the first one. Will not find the second. Not by much. Again, a 100. We'll leave him 32, but he runs the risk of busting. Those large standard flights might drag the dart down, so risk not taken, but also reward not found. 89 punched in there from Berto Santos. 152 from Tom Curtin remaining. This would be a spectacular take. Will not go this time. Tom Curtin struggling to find the center of the board here. All over these 20s. Great third dart to salvage the visit, but Berto Santos with a huge opportunity to jump. Up in legs again. Lead the way. Berto lining up here. Fortunately, a little bit of a mess here from Berto Santos. Having to do some math, having to figure it out. But again, Tom Curtin sitting back at 76. That's very gettable for Tom Curtin. Berto knows that if he doesn't at least correct this well, and again, just well outside, maybe just too much time taken to pause, too much time thinking about it. Leaves himself 16, but like I was saying, 76, very gettable for Tom Curtin here. 56 remaining, will go down to the 16s. One dart at tops, big dart. And he takes it, so a crushing take there from the Emperor. Again, the scoring has not been there for Tom Curtin, but the out's still clinical. Berto knows that that was an opportunity wasted. But set's not over yet. Again, first to 3 legs for the set. But with fewer sets, every set, every leg is that much more important. And Berto off to lead again. Looks like it's drifted off into the 5 segment. Can't quite tell. It's right on the edge. The guys seem to be debating something, maybe some theory. I have the benefit of being able to see the entire room that these guys are in. You guys can only see the little box there. Might have been discussing something in the previous leg, but we are off and running again. Solid third dart there from Berto Santos, finding that 85. And Tom Curtin looking a little shaky, looking like he might not be as centered, as focused, as ready for the opening game. Again, more or less counting his lucky stars in these past couple of legs, but not a great display, a rather pedestrian start here from the Emperor, looking more like rank-and-file troops than the leader of men. And Berto just coming out with the big visits here. Solid 85, back-to-back visits there. Tom barely getting going here. Has only walked a couple of steps off the line. Wants to really pick it up. Might be a tough blocker there with that first dart. Again, it is the clattering of those darts. And can't quite find it. Goes over the fence, but not into the yard. For everybody tuning in, if you want to engage with the stream, drop a message in the chat. Love to see your guys' messages. Love to interact with you guys, and thank you very much for being here. It's always a pleasure to be able to cast for you guys every single Monday while the season is live. It's so fun to watch these guys week after week of them playing some spectacular darts, and Tom really falling out of favor with his kit. 3 darts again, no triples found. Solid 60 punched in, but that is not the caliber of play that we're used to seeing from Mr. Curtin. And Berto, big opportunity here to keep pushing this ball forward. Tough block there. Is going to stay on it. Finds a reliable 45. Will drop his average down into the high 60s. Opportunity here for Tom Curtin to try and catch up in the first dart. Will do wonders towards that goal. Looks like he doesn't find the third one even in 20 segments. So 85, finding a little bit more firepower in the arsenal, but still struggling to make it comfortable. Berto, tough second dart there, going well wide. 41 fired in. So these meandering visits here from Berto might come and haunt him. If Tom can fire in at least 100, that will be a significant punish and really put pressure on for Berto to try and steal this leg. Big 140 found there from Tom Curtin. So out of nowhere, the Emperor showing some aggression, displaying his teeth. And these slow visits here from Berto have come back to punish him. Great third dart, but Tom is the first to an out. 1-4-3, long-range shot. These are the types of shots that win sets and win nights. Will not go. Again, you can see the frustration on Tom's face. He wanted that so bad. 63 remaining. You will find, looks like a single 13 there, so 93 scored. Berto with a 119, very gettable, very workable. 21 scored, so 98 remaining. Trip 20, double 19. Shaking his head because he knows that that's not preferable. Has to go for it. 78 remaining, won't go. Will leave himself 58, relying on mistakes from this man right here who has made very few. Will need to expend a dart at 10 or 18. Finds the 10, 2 darts at tops. In the first set of week 3 is in the books of Tom Curtin. Berto Santos with a huge opportunity to jump and had multiple times.
Looking for your next night out in Worcester? Tee Up Tap Room is the place to be. With 5 golf simulator bays, more than 20 dartboards, a full bar and kitchen, and leagues for both golf and darts running year-round, Tee Up is the go-to spot for competition and community. Swing by Tee Up Tap Room at 70 James Street in Worcester and see why it's the city's home for golf, darts, and good times.
there, but it comes down to the second half of the game, second half of legs. Berto just falling short. We'll see how he responds. The 45, not the best way to lead off a leg, but we have seen Tom get off to slower starts here. Question is the motor running for Tom now? Is he going to let Berto run off in these legs? And again, another slow start for the Emperor. Hope you're doing well, Aaron. Thanks for tuning in. It's a pleasure playing against you guys last Friday. It was always a lot of fun. Tee-Up Tap Room, luck of the draw. Another 45 there from Berto. So the comfort that Berto had originally found with those darts, and again, I'm pretty sure those aren't his darts. It's a new kit that he's either displaying for us or maybe a backup set of darts if he doesn't have his full set. But they are flying quite well for him. Tom just barely finding that trip 20 with that third. So looking for a little bit more comfort here from Berto. Maybe don't think about it as much. Just push and release. Keep those steady, keep those straight, and keep those 60s a-rolling. Tom Curtin, 380 after 2 visits to the board. Berto just barely ahead. 351 after 3. Tom, another drop dart there, blocking that segment. Does find the arced shot, and he finds 2 arcing darts into that triple 20 bed to find the big 140, leaving himself 240. So Tom getting going here, pushing back on Berto's early aggression, and Berto struggling to try and keep up. But the 66 will be okay, but nothing really better than okay, unfortunately. And again, Tom has leapfrogged him. The scoring department, 240. Working his way down, 180 left now. Finds 2, 120 remaining. And the big 180 right when he needed it. You can see the grimace on his face. He wanted it badly, and he got it. Tom Curtin, 60 left. Berto marooned on 285 Island, unfortunately. Things just aren't going Berto's way. Barely able to catch that 20. Tom Curtin, after 4 visits, 60 left. Pure focus on his face. Can he elevate the dart? Just low. Down to double 10. And he takes it with that third dart. Great pip. Again, sometimes when you fire in that dart just low of the double, so hard to mentally adjust and even physically adjust, but masterclass in finishing. Tom Curtin showing us the way here, folks. Off to another start here. Again, the starting has not been great. Of course, as I say that, he's probably going to find a 140. Only finds the 100, but Berto under immediate pressure here. Again, if you're just tuning in live, we have made a format change. We've gone back to the shorter format that we had from Season 2. So if Berto loses this set, his night is done. But he has nothing to shake his head about right now. He came out swinging in the opening set. Great chances to try and find it. But this man right here is trying to bury that hope, bury the dreams, extinguish the fire. For this man feels no emotion, fears no man. He's the Emperor, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Curtin, more angry with his own kit right there. Not able to really find success the opening stages of rounds here, but certainly able to get the job done so far. Berto doing well to find that third dart, sinking the third one in for a 100 visit. Both guys electing to restart the game, 360 apiece. Who needs 501? We can just start with 360. Tom, great second dart there, wants another one. Not able to find the big 140, but the 100 to leave 260 will do nicely. Big visit after Berto here will set himself up for something nice. Berto, unfortunately, not able to find consistency here with his throw. Might be thinking about it a little too much. And Tom lining up here, 260. Going 2 legs up in this set will be brutal for Berto to try and come back from. He knows that he needs to get it done here, and 2 errant darts. Just not Tom very unhappy about his stance or something in the room. Might just be general frustration. Aaron Perrin's in the chat. Aaron, it was an absolute blast playing with you on Friday. We made it on the wall, baby. Let's go. Of course, again, big shout out to Tee Up Taproom and their Friday night luck of the draw. It's always a spectacular time, always a lot of fun. Tom looking to try and enjoy his darts here a little bit more. Wants big scores. Again, big scores elevate the fun. But if you haven't made it down to the Friday night look at the draw on Tee Up Taproom in Worcester, you are missing out. It's always a blast. More than enough people there. I think there was about 35, 40 people last Friday. Not sure. So Tom Curtin, 150 remaining. Not playing spectacular, but it's enough to get down to a reasonable out after a reasonable amount of rounds here. Berto stuck at 214, but can jump in front. At least leave himself something workable. With a ton plus here. Needs to find it. Has to drop that dart. Finds the drop. Finds two in there. So great adjustment there from Berto Santos. 140. Will leave him 74. So pressure on the Emperor. Let's see how he manages. One more to leave bullseye. Bullseye! Oh, just high, just wide. I don't even think that's in the single bull. 58 scored, so a great leave, but opportunity for Berto. 9 scored, 65 remaining, so important decisions here. 15 bull is the recommended way. Electing to go for the bullseye, it seems. For single bull. Finds the single bull, Berto. One dart. Double 20. Just can't quite find it. That was a noble effort there, ladies and gentlemen. Berto so close. Such hard work done to find that second dart in the single bull, but this man looking to clean up. Double 16 has been a little bit of a foe tonight. And again, the struggles continue for Tom Curtin on double 16, not able to find his way out. Berto, chance to take a leg. He needs it. Oh, adjustment needed down to double 10. Breath taken. And double not found. The outer ring of the board continues to be a struggle for Berto Santos. For both guys tonight, really. Tom Curtin is struggling just as much. Tom looking to take double 16. He does. 25 dart leg there. Not the caliber of that we're used to seeing, but sometimes, again, you just have to play well enough to clean up, get the job done, and Berto has been pushed to the brink. Shake of the head. Refocus here. No more mistakes allowed for Berto Santos. Does very well to salvage the visit there with that third dart. 70 scored. Tom Curtin. Again, this visit is not on his throw, so he does not need to worry about taking it right here, right now. Just has to hold throw either next set or the one after that if it goes all the way. Solid 100 will do quite nicely for Mr. Curtin. But again, it's under onus of Berto here to try and defend his throw. Doesn't want to lose it by getting broken here. And a great 100 follow. Tom, so cool, so calm, so collected right now. After a slow start, he has really regained his focus. Just low there on that second one. So close. And finds it with the third. Great adjustment there. So both guys racing down the board here in a hurry. Berto working with 3-3-1. First dart is going to cause a lot of pain. Second dart just wide. Third dart again coming in clutch there for Berto. Solid 76 visit, but again, it could have been a big 1-2-1 if that dart had just flown a millimeter to the right. First one dropping into that single 5. Finds a dead center second. 2 dead center darts there, so huge visit there from Tom Curtin. Solid 1-2-5 found. Berto, pressure, nerves. How well can he keep it steady? Just low, needs to find a triple. Can't find it, both darts just underneath. Opportunities again for Tom to deliver himself down to a workable, reasonable out. First dart, great guide. Will want to stay there. Finds the 95, so that'll do just nicely. Will leave himself 98. Berto, marooned again. 210. Needs a ton plus to at least put pressure on Tom in the 1. Not doing the job that he wants. Only finding 41. Disappointment on the face of Berto. He knows that those chances are not going to come along very often again. 169 remaining. Unfortunate. 57 needed here. Can't find the 57. Finds an adjustment. So again, Tom just trying to slowly work his way down with corrections. Leaving himself 60. Berto, no out from 169. Able to find a solid third there with 87 fired in. But you have to feel that it might be done and dusted. 60 remaining here for Tom Curtin. 2 darts at double 20. And it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Curtin has taken the opening game of Week 3, 2-0.
Looking for a way to support the Worcester Premier League directly? Check out our coffee page. Every dollar donated goes right back into the league, helping us cover operations and build a bigger prize pool for the players. Your support makes it possible for us to keep the WPL growing season after season. Once again, your donation helps us keep the competition thriving and the darts flying. Visit our page at coffee.com/WPL darts to make a contribution today.